Chapter 5. When they got off the plane, Tara and Luke went directly to the office at Star Investigation to get Luke's cell phone that he left there inattentively before their trip. It was on their way to get a bite to eat anyway, before heading back home, where family and friends were most assuredly gathering to welcome them back, they thought. But to their surprise, Luke's sisters, Detective Logan, Dr. Bond, Sondar and Billy Bob were there. Not to surprise them, but to give them a little alone time, before dropping in on them at home.
"Glad to see you back in one piece. We were so about both of you. Are you two all right?" Crystal said. "Yeah, we're fine," Tara said. "I'm fine thanks to her. She's my hero."
"Really? How so?" Dr. Bond said. Billy cut in. "Let's give these lovebirds a little time alone." "That's what we thought we were doing by coming to the office," Logan said. Jessica nodded. "Yeah, and I were going to go over the Lepkin file."
"Not a problem. We're all glad you're here," Tara said.
"We were sorry to hear about Mr. Hapkido. Luke expressed how much you wanted to meet him. I'm sure you would have learnt a great deal from each other," Dr. Bond said.
"Thank you, but not so sure it was a meteorite explosion. But in honour of Mr. Hapkido, I promised his sister and his family that I would study his work as though it were my own. It wasn't just his work, it was his passion," Tara replied.
"What do you mean? Of course it was a meteorite," Dr. Bond said.
"Okay, now I'm confused. Tara was a hero, there was no meteorite. What happened out there?"
Tara put her cell phone on the conference table and said, "See for yourself." They all gathered around and stared at the image of the crop circle and the gaping hole in the centre of it.
"What is that?" Jessica asked. "I don't know, but whatever it is, they tried to kill me because I was standing near it," Tara said.
"Who tried to kill you?" Logan said.
"The North Koreans. They were shooting at me from a helicopter." "What were you doing when all this was going down?" Jessica said to Luke. Before Luke could answer, Tara said, "He can't really answer that. He was somewhat incoherent and disorientated at the time. The explosion sent us off the road, crashing into a ravine below. Luke was thrown from the car. When I finally found him, he had amnesia." "It must have been horrible, the things you must have seen and endured," Crystal said. "It was horrible. I saw something so frightening. It made me question my sanity," Tara said. "What did you see? You can tell us," Crystal said. "I was being beaten and dragged on the ground by a North Korean soldier when out of nowhere—" Tara paused as though she were searching for the words to describe what she saw next. "Go on," Crystal said. "I saw a monster. It had wings, and it looked like an armoured reptilian alien. There, now you can tell me I was imagining it, but I know, inside you're all thinking I'm crazy," Tara said. "Not at all. Seeing something while being in that kind of terror doesn't surprise me at all. It could happen to anyone," Crystal said consolingly. "Has it ever happened to any of you?" Crystal was about to answer her when Logan said, "How long have you known?" "What are you doing?" Crystal murmured. "I could ask you the same thing. I could ask all of you the same thing," Tara said. "What just happened here?" Jessica said. "Tara knows Luke. About DragonMan," Logan said. Tara looked around the room at everyone. "No more secrets this day forward." "How did you know, John?" Tara asked. "It's my job to know," Dr. Bond said. "If we're done with that business, I would be interested to know how you know the explosion and the crop circle are both one and the same. Is it possible it was two different events? But that being said, the odds of being in the area of a meteorite strike are very rare, like winning the lottery twice in a row." "And what are the odds of it happening again?" "Because it did. On the plane flight home over South Korea, it almost downed our plane. And the reason I know that the crop circle and the explosion are not two different events is because I was looking down when it was created," Luke said. Sondar continued to examine the photo on Tara's phone, then said, "I believe there are coded messages in this anomaly." "It looks like some kind of pentagram or something demonic," Billy Bob said. "Looks can be deceiving," Sondar said. "Do you have a theory?" Bond said. "Yes. I don't think these coded messages are meant for us to read." "If not for us, then who?"